I'm not going to chase any money. I refuse to chase any money. Money gonna chase me because it knows I'm tired. Money gonna chase me because it knows I done been through enough. What's up, guys? It's your hostess with the mostest. Oh, not me starting this like I start my podcast. What's up, guys? It's your girl KJ back with another video. If this is the first time seeing my face, hello, nice to meet you. I'm KJ. I make beauty, lifestyle, but specifically mental health and like growth, healing kind of content. I'm gonna be putting out another introductory video since we just hit 250 subscribers again. So I feel like now we're officially bumping. Okay, so now I gotta kind of like reintroduce myself versus like the first 100 people that knew me. And I feel like even in these past 3 years since I've been filming, I'm a totally different person. So I'm gonna film another introductory video. But all you need to know right now is that today's video is going to give you some really information that will change your life, and I hope you stick around and enjoy the video. For the returning subscribers, hello. Let's go and jump into this video. Let's get into it. So I just want to say, if you watched a video that I made a couple months ago about me having 1 year of capitalism left in me, that still applies completely. Me and capitalism, we're done. We're done. I just quit my last job New Year's Eve, and fingers crossed. I did not have to apply for another job ever again. I hope that was my last job. Honestly, speaking into existence, knowing me, I'll probably be with another job in another couple weeks, but that's another story. We're gonna get into that. So at this point that I do not have a job. This job that I just quit will be my 5th or 6th job that I've quit this year. I'm like a serial job quitter. I will not tolerate anything. I do not stick around for nothing anymore. Like, one thing about me, I'm a very hard worker. I'm a great worker. Every job that I'm at, they love me. I get promoted very easily. I'm very well liked at, any job that I work at. But once I made it up in my mind, like, capitalism was not for me and working a job was not for me, it's really been quite an experience. And it's kind of like, the way that I would explain it is if you play video games. If you don't play video games, I'm going to try to explain this in the best way that I know how. The best way that I could explain this for people that don't play video games and for people that do would be basically, the moment you quit a job, it's like a new level begins. And the level ends when you've made it through without having to reapply for a new job. So basically the level ends when you have to apply for a new job, right? That's like when you die. I hope that sounds a little crazy. I hope that doesn't sound a little crazy, but let me explain. Okay, so this is where it starts. So you guys know when I first started this channel, I'm not really the same person. I feel like I've grown so much, and not like, oh, I'm bougie, I'm stuck up. No, not that, never that. But the nails are done. But I feel like I've grown so much, which is why I made the decision to no longer address you guys as the KJ gang, but the KJ Butterflies, because initially in life, we all have to go through so many different transformations. And I feel like this applies to the same lesson that I've been, taking from me quitting my job, is that this is all part of my transformation. Like, learning to live without a job, that's part of my transformation. Going into the stages in between jobs, that's part of my transformation. And then going through those periods of time within a job, that's part of my transformation. And then eventually the end goal, which would be coming out of it, done with the job, done with all of that, and that'll be my complete transformation, right? So that's why I want to start. That's only part of the reasons why I'm addressing all this KJ Butterflies now, and I'll touch in on it maybe like in another video. But no more KJ gang. She is dead. We love the positive and reaffirming association of the word gang back to the Black community. It doesn't always have to mean violence and negativity. It can mean love, positivity, radiance, and unique. And that's why it originally started with KJ gang. But as we're on this new chapter of transformation, growth, healing, I think butterflies really encaptures that. I'm actually planning to go get a butterfly tattoo soon. I've always loved butterflies. Butterflies come to me as spirit guides, spirit messages. So butterflies are very sacred to me, the way that you guys are very sacred to me. That being said, subscribe. I told you I don't have a job, so why are you not subscribed? Subscribe. We got to get moving, okay? All right. So what I have here is a list of 10 things that I have learned post quitting my job, and then 10 things that I've learned between the 6 different times that I've quit my job, how I've been progressing, how I've been adapting, what I've learned, what I wish I knew before I quit my job, all of that. All of that, 10 steps. And I think at the end of this, you should either be able to walk away like, you know what, quitting my job is not so scary. I think I'm able to go forward and take a risk and pursue what I'm passionate about. Or you'll be like, you know what, this is very insightful. I can use this to plan my departure of my job. I'm not encouraging anybody to quit their job. I'm not encouraging anybody to quit their job. If you love what you do what you do. But if you're looking for something different and you're ready to take on a new life, why not start now? Why not? Why not? Okay. So we addressed the KJ Butterflies situation, our little PR, HR relations. We had to get that out of the way. So now we're going to get into the 10 things about the job. Because like I said, throughout all of this has all just been a transformation. This is all a journey. There are ups, there are downs, and ultimately the end goal is to learn something from it and to apply it into the next stage. And like I said with the video game reference, when you die in one level and you can't get past that level, you have to take what you learned from that last level and apply it into the next level. Okay, so the first thing that I learned, or I wish I knew before quitting my job, is that the universe always works with you, not against you. So there will be a lot of times where when a lot of bad things are happening to me, specifically my eyes, where I'd be like, you know, woe is me. Why is this happening to me? The universe is out to punish me. God must be punishing me. This is a punishment. Woe is me. This is negative. Rah, rah, rah. And I was basically like, really, I took everything to heart. I took everything that happened to me. Like, this is it. This is the end of the world. Ah! You know, and I know it's not like that anymore. And that's because I've quit my job so many times. I've been on the edge so many times that now it's like, okay, let's really see what's going on here. Let's really just assess the situation. And then what I've learned is that, you know, all these times that I thought the universe was working against me, it was actually working for my better good. It was honestly helping me in a way that I couldn't see in that moment. So for my eyes, yes, this situation is incredibly burdensome. It's incredibly annoying, but to fall in love with myself again through new eyes in a new, you know, I'm basically a new person. If you really look at how much I've had to shed, and it's like ego death. I feel like essentially going through this eye process has been my own spiritual ego death, and it was needed because before I was not at all in any realm of self-love, and now it's like I'm so attracted to myself. I'm so in love with myself and the woman I'm becoming. I'm so in love with my life. I see a lot of people trying to romanticize their life, and it's like, I'm actually in love. My life is actually romanticized. I feel romanticized by my own life. And I feel like that's what I had to learn, was that the universe was providing that experience for me. I had to go through that to feel this. I had to, you know, the universe put this in my way so that I could go through this, you know? All right, so number 2. Spend time wisely. Just because you are not working at a 9-to-5 or working a job, you still need to be preparing. You cannot just be sitting at home on the couch. The first time I quit my job, I will say I've never just been like, oh, okay, I don't have to do anything. But I do know that I'll be like, oh, self-care day. My one flaw is that I'm self-care. If there's an option to self-care, I'm going to self-care. Like, and I've realized that first time I quit my job, it was such in a place of like, I really did need to self-care, but I kind of took it to the extent where I was like, I'm self-caring. Today's self-care day. I deserve this. But then simultaneously, the whole time I was doing that, I was also feeling bad about myself because I was like, I'm wasting my time. I'm not doing anything. And it was true. I was wasting my time. I wasn't doing anything. And then once it got close to the wire, I had to get a job again because I had spent the entire time like, okay, I don't have a job now. I can relax. But that was the downfall. Yes, I can relax, but I also need to be realizing that this time off is the time to prepare for something else. It's the time to make something else. It's the time to shake and move to something different. Okay. It's not just relax and chill down. Okay. All right. Third thing was, like I said earlier, kind of like is getting stuck in a level of a video game. So when I first quit my job, I was thinking like, okay, boom, quitting my job is going to be the easy part. The hard part is going to be figuring out what to do and then doing it. That's not the hard part. That's not the hard part. The hard part is knowing what you want to do and then doing it. Not figuring out what you want to do and then doing it. It's the end doing it that really, it separates the winners from the losers. And I hate to call winners and losers, but it separates the people that get where they want to be and the people that don't get where they want to be. And it took me 3, 4, 5, 6 times to be on the side of the losers, where I'm I get to the point where I'm like, I know what I got to do. I know what I want to do. This is what needs to be done, but I can't do it. I have to focus on work. I have to focus on, I'm stressed. I got to make sure I have money to pay for this. I got to make sure I have money to pay for this. These past couple times that I've been quitting my job, every time I would quit, I would be so focused on the lack part, what the job provided, that I was not focusing on the main objective of that level. So I was getting distracted by all the side characters and not going to the main boss. And then that was like the lesson that I had to learn, was like, if I'm stuck on this level, I'm obviously not going in the right direction. When you're stuck, you got to ask for help or figure out something different. And what I had to do was figure out something different. Okay, obviously this aiming for money is my downfall. So I spend a lot of time, meditating and getting to the root of all of my negative money beliefs, all of the negative connotations I had around money, getting to the root of like how I truly felt about money, erasing any kind of blockages on myself. And then from there, taking that and applying it. Okay, so what do I want to do? Influence, create, do something. Okay, then let's do it. And then go 100% at it, 110%, and don't look back. And that's kind of what this session that I'm on now, where I've learned all of this, and now I'm on like, I'm going 100%. I know what I gotta do, and I'm going. Nothing's gonna stop me. All right. The next thing is, so the next one is break the matrix within yourself, and then you'll break the matrix of the reality. I watched The Matrix a couple weeks ago, so I'm really into it. At first, I was like, is this about vampires? Is this a Marvel movie? Is this a villain movie? Is this a Disney movie? Maleficent? What is this? But I actually really got into the concept. I tried to watch the second one, didn't understand it, and there was definitely some parts in the first one that I was like, huh? What just happened? But that being said, breaking the matrix within your mind is essentially taking all of the negative thoughts that you have, all of the limiting beliefs, that's what we talked about on today's episode, on today's podcast. Go check it out. But taking all of those limiting beliefs and basically breaking them and erasing them. Get rid of any type of hold that you have on your mind and like, oh, I can't do this. I feel like I'm not good enough for this. I don't deserve this. I can't do this. I'm not capable of this. And beat it up like that one girl that stole your pencil in 3rd grade and never gave it back, looked you in your eyes, said she didn't have it, even though you saw her with it, and then the next class period she was chewing on it. Beat her up like that girl right there. Beat her up. You gotta beat up those limiting beliefs, because that's the real thing that's stopping you. Because once you get rid of like all of the fear, I realized the moment I stopped thinking about all of the negatives, all I could focus on was the positives. All I could focus on was how to get to where I needed to be and how to do what I needed to do. All right, the next step is sacrifice breeds success. Now, hear me out. I'm never the one to say willingly go through uncomfortable situations, but I am a strong believer that sacrifice today, success tomorrow. You have to be willing to put aside some things today to get where you want to be tomorrow. You can't be like, oh, I quit my job, let me go max out my credit card and go buy this and go do this and ball out. That's not cute. That's not what we're going to do. We got to be smart about this. You need to say, when you quit your job, especially financially, because trust me, y'all, I've been down this road. Okay, when you quit your job, you need to, the first and foremost step needs to be the finances. You need to break down, what do I have? What can I make do with this? What can I make do without? And how do I go forward? What are my options to make more? What are my options to save as much as possible? What are my options to maximize what I have to do more? Can I invest? What should I invest in? Should you invest in stocks? Should you invest in crypto? Should you invest in yourself? This past job, when I quit my job, you want to know what I did? I invested in myself. For the first time ever, I invested in myself. I bought a new mic, which is why my sound quality sounds so different. I got makeup. My lashes are back on. I'm sorry, but like, you know how I feel about my nails. It's been a whole year and they're back on. Let me give you a little invest in something, create something. You gotta really just take take a sacrifice in, like, you can't be out partying, you can't go to the club, you can't go out to eat, you can't go out to drink. You, especially for me, I had a fast food. I love fast food just because I struggle with like cooking and making decisions. That's the whole thing. But anyway, that's why I really like fast food. I had no fast food. I'm gonna go home and eat some rice. I'm gonna go home and eat some ramen. I'm gonna go home and do something. I'm not willing to have this so that I can't have that. But I am willing to not have this now so that I can have it later, if that makes sense. You gotta pick and choose. All right. Presence is key. This one is a big one, and this has changed my life. My sense of presence has been evolving so much. I have never been one with being able to concentrate on this. Like, not me talking to anybody on the screen, me talking to anybody on YouTube. I'm talking right here on this bench with this microphone right here, my camera right here, this lamp. I'm just sitting here talking. There's no one else here but me. But the realization is that presence is key. When you quit your job, it is going to feel like the whole world is going to fall apart.
How do I pay my bills? How am I going to get groceries? How am I going to get gas? How am I going to go do this? What are people going to think? What is my family going to think? How am I going to do? I can't ask for money. I can't go here. I can't stop there. I can't do this. What can I do? How can I get this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to feed my kids? How am I going to feed my dog? How am I going to feed my cat?
All of this stuff. But then the moment you just realize, like, right now I'm safe. I am in four walls. No matter what happens in the next 20, 30 minutes, right now in this moment, I'll be okay. So what can I do in this moment to gather myself? When I stopped worrying about everything that was coming, it was a lot easier to focus on what I had in front of me and take beauty in that and find gratitude in that. Gratitude has been the thing to change my life. Truly, I truly am just so grateful for everything in my life. Every change in my life, every unexpected event in my life, I'm grateful because I know that something good will come of it. So just being in that moment and just being thankful for where you are, thankful that you made the decision to quit your job, thankful that you made the decision in that moment to take care of you, thankful that in that moment you have light, you have air, you have, you can think properly. If you're worrying about what's to come, you'll never be able to focus on what's in front of you to make what's to come better. Does that make sense? I hope so. Let's move on. Oh, okay. This one's my favorite. This one is called Don't Panic, Plan, Plan, Plan. So the first step of this, don't panic. This is the biggest thing that I've had to learn this entire 2021. Losing my sight and having to drive. This is really where I learned this, but it applies to when I quit my job. So as you all know, or if you don't know and this is your first time seeing me, I was going blind a couple months back. I had Graves' disease, then it transformed into thyroid eye disease. I ended up going blind, having surgery, now I'm cross-eyed. Boom. Okay. In that time period of when I was going blind, right? I was essentially driving, not seeing nobody, not seeing nobody on the road and getting to where I needed to be because I was able to remind myself to not panic. Focus on what I can control, and that's it. Don't focus on anything else. If it is not in between these two lines of this road, I'm not looking at it. If it's somebody trying to pass, I'm not looking at it. If it's somebody trying to cut me off, I'm not looking at it. It better be in between these two lines or I cannot. I'm done. And I apply that to my life. When I quit my job, every time I quit my job, I realize this is what I need to be focusing on. What's next? Not what could happen. Not all the bad things that can happen. Not all the regret. Not all of the future stuff. What's happening right now in this moment? I've quit my job. Now what? I need some money. So how? What do I want to do? I want to create. Boom. How can you do that? Be the best at creating. Boom. How can you do that? Analyze, plan, create. Boom. Do it. That is all your focus needs to be on. And don't panic and don't stress because, oh no, I quit my job and now I'm stressed because I ain't got no money. No. You want to know why? You want to know why you should do that? I'm going to show y'all this screenshot. And when I tell y'all, it's because I want to be as vulnerable and as honest and as real and as authentic as possible as I continue to grow. No, I'm coming from the heart when I show y'all this. This was my bank account. 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, this is what I had to my name. Don't panic. Make a plan and keep pushing. That last video when I was talking about me dropping out for college, that's how much money I had in my account. That's why I was so stressed typing that little email. That's why that whole segment with me typing that little email, because I was putting my heart into that email, baby. And it paid off though, but it paid off. And now my credit card is paid off. My rent is paid off for the next couple months. all of my bills are paid. I got my nails done. I went shopping and invested in myself. And now I'm creating and doing what I love. Don't panic. Plan, plan, plan. Figure out what needs to happen to get you where you need to be. Okay, so this one is from Matthew McConaughey, and it's called This Too Shall Pass. Okay, so I was watching an interview. When you quit your job, this is not a tip, but this is not like what I wish I learned, but this is a tip. When you quit your job, take the time to educate. You don't just quit and just watch cartoons. No, educate. Watch stuff. Learn stuff. Make your mind better, because in that time, you're basically needing to grow so that you can continue on the next step. They working. They getting coin. You sitting at home, you have to better yourself somehow. And if you're not bettering your mind, you're wasting your time. Oh, what? If you're not bettering your mind, you're wasting your time. What? No, seriously. Really educate yourself. That's for everybody. Black people, we need to be more financially literate. We need to be more woke. We need to be woke isn't just a concept. Woke is an education. Woke is a mindset. I'm so sorry about the chaotic energy of this video. I'm really growing on my self-healing, and it's really starting to ooze out of me, and I just can't control it. I just love this woman. I love her. I love her. She loves me. Cross-eyed and all, we are beautiful. It's the nails. It's the nails, really. That's all it is. It's the nails. It's the ego boost. Let me just... Okay, so the next one is Matthew McConaughey. This too shall pass. So having a job, this too shall pass. Not having a job, this too shall pass. Not having any money, this too shall pass. Having a ton of money, this too shall pass. Feeling lost, this too shall pass. Feeling scared, this too shall pass. Feeling super anxious, this too shall pass. Feeling like I can't do it, this too shall pass. Feeling like I'm alone in the world, this too shall pass. Feeling like I'm the only one that's ever been in this situation ever, this too shall pass. No matter what thought you have or whatever fear or, nervousness that comes to your mind, remember, this too shall pass. You will get through it, and you will get to where you need to be. As long as you remember that and keep going. All right. Where there's a will, there's a way. If I wish I could remember this quote. It's one of my favorites, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But it basically goes, is it impossible, or is it just not an obvious way to get where you need to be? Because if it's not impossible, just find another way to get where you need to be. So basically, if there's a will, there's a way. Make it happen. Find out what you need to do to make it happen. Don't just be like, whoa, it's me. No, get there. Do it. Shine. All right, I'm trying to hurry up. All right, this is the last one. I don't chase, I attract. I know if y'all are on TikTok and as addicted as I am, you're going to see this. I don't chase, I attract. Everything that's meant for me will simply find me. Say it. Say it on the way to your job. Say it on the car on the way from your job. Say it on the way to the fridge. Say it on the way to the toilet. Say it in the shower. Say it in the bed. Say it in the crib. Say it wherever you go. Say it. And it's not like, oh, I'm just repeating it. Say it, but like, it's more like reaffirming. Like, I'm not going to chase any money. I refuse to chase any money. Money gonna chase me because it knows I'm tired. Money gonna chase me because it knows I done been through enough. And that's kind of the concept that I had to like embody. I'm not chasing anything. It's going to come to me because it's meant to come to me. My highest self said it's already mine. So what am I waiting? What am I anxious about? Why am I doubting it? It's coming. Just relax. Breathe. And that's it. And keep it steady, baby. That's all it is. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I hope y'all begin to see me, my more authentic self, as I become to get more and more comfortable. I'm feeling beautiful. My self-esteem has always been the one thing that stopped me from being a true queen. And as my self-esteem continues to rise throughout this healing journey, it's feeling like me season. It's feeling like KJ Butterfly season. It's feeling like all of us gonna shine and be thriving season. And I wish that on all of us. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Took these 10 tips and quit your job, be rich. Let's all do it together. Let's start our social media journeys together. Follow me on all social medias. Hit that subscribe button and that like button if you found some content informative today. If you learned something today. If you got inspired today. If I made you smile today. And that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.